Hello, Michael here, talking to you about the beautiful game of football. So this week we did see Kylian Mbape being unveiled at Santiago Bernabeu by Real Madrid. He had completed his move from PSG to Real Madrid. Now, remember that PSG wanted to sign Kylian Mbappe in 2021. They were willing to pay as much as 188 to 200 million pounds. But PSG back then thought that the money was not enough. So they said they are not going to sell Kylian Mbappe. And what did we see? He stayed on at PSG and saw his contract run until the end. Now, PSG tried to negotiate the contract so that Mbappe can renew his contract, but he didn't. So this meant that at the end of his contract, he was going to move as a free agent, meaning PSG were not going to benefit or to get anything from his transfer. So that has happened. He has moved for free to Real Madrid. Okay, they have lost on the 188 to 200 million pounds that they would have pocketed. Okay, so that's what happens in the football world. So this meant again that Mbappe was going to get more money as a signing on fee because he was moving for free. And yes, that happened. He got 100 million pounds as a signing on fee. So now, the actual day when they were unveiling him, people were paying 50 to 200 pounds per ticket, depending on where you want to sit, just to see Mbappe in Real Madrid jersey or colors. Okay, he wasn't even playing that day. It's just showing him to the public for a few minutes. I think even less than an hour. So the amount of money they made is not public, but they've said that the tickets were costing this much, and there were about 80,000 people in the stadium. Okay, so 80,000 against the figures that we've given you, we can safely say that they made around the 8 million pounds just for unveiling. Okay, so you knock that from 100 million, of course you get you get somewhere around 92 million. Okay, so they made good money. And not only that, where they made a lot of money is selling merchandise related to Mbappe. Okay, because when they opened the market to sell the jerseys and all apparels and everything, merchandise, they all their stocks, like they ran out of stock. Okay, their merchandise were sold out within few hours of opening. Okay, meaning that they have to tell the supplier or the manufacturer, which is Adidas, to make more. Okay, if you go on their website, you want to place an order, they will tell you that you have to wait for 3 weeks for them to complete the delivery process, the shipment and everything. Okay, so they needed to buy time to make more apparels, more jerseys, and everything related to Kylian Mbappe. Their jersey, the number 9 on the back, and everything. So that's why they made money, and they're likely to recover their money even before Kylian Mbappe plays a competitive game or before the league opens. Okay, we've seen this happen in the football world where Paul Pogba at Manchester United, the club made money that they paid to him, sign-on fee and transfer fee, everything before he kicked the ball. So yeah, it's normal for stars such as Kylian. Okay, now Mbappe played for Real Madrid during his teens, I think 12, 13 or to 14 years, somewhere there, and then moved to PSG. So he had always wanted to be at Real Madrid. Of course, with CR7 being his icon, he wanted also to go that route. And what are the other benefits? He's looking at the Ballon d'Or, the UEFA Champions League, because it's easy to win UEFA Champions League if you are playing for Real Madrid. They have all the money, they buy the best players in the world. Money is not a problem to them. And the votes, when they are voting for a player to give the Ballon d'Or, the vote usually swings to the players playing in Spain. It's a known fact. Maybe it's because of the Latin America where a lot of players hail from, and Spanish is also spoken there. There's just this, that whoever wins, most of them comes from Spain, or they play in Spain. But of course, any player from anywhere can win, but it's likely you go with an advantage if you are playing, or you are playing in Spain. Or yeah, it's a known fact. Look at the Ballon d'Ors that have been won for the last 20 years. Of course, we can argue about the two players, the best two players in the world in the recent past. But yeah, so yeah, apart from that, UEFA Champions League that he failed to win at PSG, despite winning 5 league titles with PSG. He scored 244 goals, giving 93 assists to other players for in 291 games that he played. Okay, so those stats are incredible, but one thing is missing: the UEFA Champions League that the club and himself would have loved to win. Okay, so we hope that he gets that at Real Madrid when where he'll be playing. Okay, and besides, he's still young. Okay, he's just 25 years old, and by the time probably he gets to his 30s, we may have seen maybe 2 or 3 Ballon d'Ors, because of course competition is will be there. There's Vinicius Junior, there's Haaland, there'll be others to come, Bellingham also, Jude Bellingham and others. Okay, so it will be an interesting season to watch, especially the Champions League, and we hope that he gets one Champions League as soon as possible, of course, because the time may not be on his side. Yeah, we can say that, because he's 25, and you know, when you start getting to your 30s, injuries and everything like that, the body starts failing you. It's possible, it's normal in football, but we wish him the best and looking forward when the games begin. So Real Madrid proving to the world that indeed they are the big boys in the game. They have the money, they have the muscle, they can recruit whoever they want, and the fact that they have a young squad, and it's one of the best squads. If you look at teams in Europe playing in their top tier leagues, okay, they have Rodri from Brazil, they have Vini, they have Jude Bellingham, they have Mbape. These 4 players are in trouble, especially those in Champions League. Oof, they have to work hard. Of course, we do have a surprise package in Bayer Leverkusen, who went invincible the entire season, winning the Bundesliga, displacing Bayern Munich, and of course, we are on the verge of winning is it the UEFA Cup? Is it? Yeah. So they've done incredibly well, and we're looking forward to the time that they'll be competing in Champions League to see if they can replicate that, because according to inside sources, they are saying that they want to retain the title again. In Germany, okay? They want to be on top. They want to retain the Bundesliga title again this season. And we hope to see if that will come to pass. In Germany, there are about 3-4 big teams. We're talking about Bayer Leverkusen, the champions. We're talking about Bayern Munich. We're talking about Dortmund and others, okay? So, and Leipzig as well. So it will be an interesting thing to see. Okay, so we wanted you to zero in on these new developments that have happened. Of course, in England, there is no shortage of drama. Chelsea released their jersey, but this jersey, there is controversy regarding the design, that it's not good enough. It's nothing. It doesn't inspire. Even some of their fans are saying they support Chelsea, but this jersey, they may not buy it, okay, because it's not good enough. It's not good enough. They don't like it, okay. So they feel like maybe they still have time to change the design, of course, but it will be costly. Because if they maintain it, maybe the sales may drop, and they may lose out on the income that they would have made from selling these replica jerseys. Of course, their design, we saw last year, they did bring back an old design, which was okay. It looks fancy and simple, but this time their design, I think, didn't do a good job. The jersey doesn't look stylish, doesn't speak to the level of the club that we've come to know. Like Chelsea is a big club, okay? Despite their poor form in the recent past, they are still a big club that needs to have something classy, okay? Something that their fans can still be proud of putting on, even if their results are not going their way. Okay, so this has been Michael talking to you about the beautiful game of football, and we can all look forward when the games begin.